Hello and welcome to our new lecture that is about debugging mode option. In this lecture, we will continue our topic of debugging. So, mainly if we analyze the debugger of SAP Analytics Cloud, we will explore the three section. First one is file navigator, second one is code editor, and the third one is debugging panel. So, the first of all, we will find how the debugger works, the debugger statement works, and after that, we will explore manual breakpoint, how we can implement manual breakpoint in the SAC scripting. After that, we will find how to handle the debugger. Let's say step into resuming the script execution, and how to step out and how to step into the during the debugging. And last but not least, we will find the status of local variable and the status of local variable and the status of global variable. So let's move on. Here it is. Now we have landed into our story, into our SAC Analytics Cloud. First of all, will click on the responsive to create the responsive story. And now SAC loading your story. We will create a very new story. Let's select the table element, and we will include the table. And for the data set, we have to select the option select other model for creating our table. So our data set is already present here, which we have already used in my previous lecture. How we can import this data set we have already explored in the previous lecture. I selected the data set. After that, SEC loading my data set to the story. Here it is. Now let's make it positioning, and also we have to select the rows and the dimension. First of all, let's add rows. For the rows, I will select the product dimension and customer dimension. I have selected customer dimension. Now I have to select the product dimension. The two dimension here is added into our table with the measure of discount. So let's resize it to my table. After that, as you can see, the the customer ID and the products are listing here. First column is a customer ID and the second column is product. So for exploring and for applying the scripting, we will add our button. So then we will add the scripting on the on click event of that button. Let's drag and drop of button element. Now resize it. After that, placement is also important. Let's move, create some placement. Here it is. Now let's again move it. Let's go to the edit script and then on click option. So then we will redirect it to the function on click. Now here we will write our functions scripting. First of all, we have to create a variable of products, because we want to explore, we want to get the members of table tables dimension product. And after that we will do some debugging on that array of list. So we will first create the products array, and for that we will write the var for mentioning the for creating the array of list. where product is equal to table 1 that we have created, and then dot, and then code completion, control spacebar, and then we will select the data source, get data source. After that, we again use the code completion, and then get members, and get members function, where we will give the parameter of product, because we want to get the values of products, of product dimension of table. So we will use the product, product, and then finally we will use the semicolon for the completion of the statement. So after that, we will create a loop. The system shows the error, because we will have to use this variable product. Now we will use this array list into the for loop. First of all, we will declare a variable x is equal to 0, and then we will we will we will conditionize our for loop, that the loop will be continue till the length of the array products. We will use the code completion products got length, and after that we will increment our variable x. After that, we will use curly bracket for creating, for iterating the loop. In this loop, we will we will get the description of the product array into the console log. So we'll use the console.log, and in the parameter of console.log, we will we will use the product, and then x as a index of that array. So then it will retrieve the indexed value of product array. Product, and then no, this is not right. We I made a mistake. After product, we will not use the dot product, and then bracket, and the x. After that, x, and then bracket dot, then code completion. We will select the description, and at the end of line we will use a semicolon. So as you know that the that if we also find, if we also display the variable, the value of x, it will show as the serial number of the array list. So I copy paste the below line, and then use the console.log and the value of x. So in this way, x is used as a serial number of our product array list. So this will also display into the console.log. Let's first select. Now this is the time where we want to use the debugger statement, because we have to first explore the debugger statement in our scripting. So whenever I use the debugger, the whole execution of the script will be paused by, because if we want to pause our script at any point, we will use the debugger option. So debugger is added, and no error is showing by the SAC scripting. So now we just have to save our story, and then we will check this out into the view option, by testing our scripting. So then we will find the debugger. Let's first save our story, Control S. After Control S, we will have the dialog to give the name of the story. So let's first give the name of the story to the sales 2, and then click on the save button. Here it is. Now our story has been saved. Let's go to the view option to test our story. Now our story is loading into the view mode, so then we will find the end result of our story, because we have created a table, and then and also we have added a button with our scripting, and in this scripting we have used the debugger statement. We will explore first the debugger statement. First, here it is. Now our story has been loaded. Now go to the developer option by going to the more tools and then developer tools of Chrome browser. Here it is. Now the debugger has been launched into our screen. First of all, as we have discussed earlier, there are three sections of debugger. First one is the project explorer, and the second one is code editor or code display section, and the third one is the debugger panel, where we can we can execute, we can pause our debugger, we can explore the status of the debugger, we can explore the working of the, and right beneath there is a console tab. And also the console tab is also separated present here. I can also use the console in the source tab also, and also the console tab is giving separately if we work on the complex application, we will do working on the separate console. So right now we will use the separate console in this exercise, and we will explore how we can use the debugger panel, and how we can find the, let's first click on the button, so then we will go to the to exact the debugger statement. So after loading the story, if we want to get pause at the debugger statement, we have to pass the variable of debug is equal to true at the address bar. So I will use a semicolon, and then I will write the debug is equal to true, and pass the parameter of debug with the boolean value true. So if we use this parameter, our script will pause on the debugger statement, otherwise not. So I press enter, and then again I will click again on the button, so then our script will execute. Here it is. Now our script has been executed, and the script is being paused on the debugger statement at line number 5 of our